days, King Charles and Queen Camilla look to be the perfect fairy tale royal couple, but their decades-long courtship hasn't come without some major ups and downs. The Crown discussed the very origins of the couple's dramatic relationship as it begins to develop and then unravel during the 1970s. And while we're well aware that the pair did eventually end up together and are still blissfully married today, there was a lot that happened in between. So we decided to go right back to the origins of their relationship to see how it all unfolded. It's understood Charles and Camilla met at a polo match in Windsor, which took place in 1970. Sparks flew from the get-go and the couple began to date. A mutual love of polo, the outdoors, and some sense of humor fueled their connection, and it was clear they were extremely fond of each other. While the relationship was undoubtedly a happy one for the most part, things eventually came to an end between the pair when Charles left to serve in the Royal Navy for 8 months. When he returned, Camilla was engaged to someone else, Andrew Parker Bowles. Just 3 years after their romantic first encounter, Camilla married Andrew Parker Bowles. The pair went on to have 2 children together named Tom and Laura. At this point, it's understood Charles and Camilla were still friends. In fact, Charles was even godfather to Camilla's son, Tom. The future king and Diana Spencer met when the soon-to-be princess was just 16 years old. At the time, Charles was actually dating Diana's older sister, Lady Sarah McCorquodale. The 2 sisters reportedly remained close despite both dating the same man. In fact, Sarah even went so far as to say that she was a cupid for bringing Charles and Diana together. Prince Charles began dating Diana when she was 18 years old, and in 1981, the prince proposed. While it all seemed very rosy between the pair, there is some speculation as to whether Charles had early doubts. In an interview shortly following their engagement, Charles insisted he was in love with Diana before adding, "Whatever love means." The pair were married that same year, with more than 700 million people watching the spectacle from around the world. Reports have it that Charles began an affair with Camilla while he was still with Princess Diana, with his authorized biography stating so. A few years later, Diana approached Camilla at a party and called her out on it, telling her, "I know what's going on between you and Charles, and I just want you to know that." Camilla reportedly replied to Diana saying, "You've got everything you ever wanted. You've got all the men in the world falling in love with you, and you've got 2 beautiful children. What more do you want?" To which Diana replied, "I want my husband." Camilla and Andrew Parker Bowles called quits on their marriage that same year. The Princess Diana delivered her explosive interview with Martin Bashir. Upon being asked whether Camilla was a result of the breakdown of her marriage, Diana simply responded, "There were 3 of us in this marriage, so it was a bit crowded." In 1996, Charles and Diana's divorce was also finalized. In a tragic event, Princess Diana was killed in a car accident involving paparazzi in France in 1997. The event shocked the world and rocked the royal family. Charles walked in the funeral procession alongside his 2 sons, Prince Philip and Diana's brother. A year after Diana's death, Charles introduced Camilla to his 2 sons, William and Harry. At this stage, the pair kept their relationship very quiet and out of the public eye. Eventually, Charles and Camilla started to attend public events together. In 2003, Camilla officially moved into Clarence House, where the then prince resided. After announcing their engagement early in 2005, Charles and Camilla were married in a civil ceremony in April that same year.